What's up, people? I'm charging my car and I'm on my tablet and I forgot how to use StreamYard. Can you hear me, Binks? Press one if you can hear me, because I'm like totally I got 20 minutes to kill, so I can kind of go live and say hi. But this is a random thing. I've thought about going live on a couple things because people have told me about a couple things that have really pissed me off, but I've decided to learn from my past mistakes. Press one if you guys can hear me. Surprise, surprise. This is an unadvertised live one. Thank you, Yoda. I appreciate it. What's up, Glenn? Glenn, thank you for continuing the Buttercup name. I got wind that you've been calling everybody and their mother Buttercup because of me. Yes, he's doing great. He's up. He's over. He's almost 9 pounds now. He's very advanced, baby. What's up, Gary? How are you, buddy? Um, yeah, he's a month plus old, and he's doing amazing. Yeah, for those wondering why Glenn goes on random panels and calls people buttercups, you're looking at the reason now. It's me. No, it's a busy weekend for me, but I had 20, now I got 14 minutes until my charge. I'm at 72%, but I just wanted to come on and say what's up, see how everyone's doing. And shame on a lot of you motherfuckers. Um, some may view my rant that I'm about to go on as a little hypocritical, but take it from somebody who's learned. Take it from somebody who has been in this community for over 2 years. I love how people like exaggerate how long they've been in the community. Like I heard someone the other day, it's like 3 years. You've been here for 3 years, motherfucker. You started the same time I did. Well, fuck that. Nah, Glenn, it's not really an open panel because I'm on a little timer. But I love you, Glenn. I hope you're well. I hope you're snot. I hope you're snap turtling. Like the best of them. Let's talk about feelings. People get their feelings hurt a lot in this community. People get their feelings hurt a lot by words. And the first month or so I was in this community, there was a big debate over feelings versus rights. It's my right to disrespect you. My rights supersede your feelings. And that's always a controversial hot topic. And I understand that. But what I don't understand is you motherfuckers. Thank you, Brown Eyed Girl. Good to see you. Hope you're well. Yeah, you can tell how tired I am. I'm in my car, so it's quiet. But no, he's already up to 4 ounces, and he's a big boy. Had a big poop this morning at 4 a.m., so I was super excited about it. We're getting him on a schedule. We're like figuring out his tactics and his tricks and stuff. And yeah, I might post another short of his hustle game because he's very good at hustling, and he's definitely a daddy's boy. Actually, we play the football commentary to make him sleep. So if that's not a man's man, I don't know what is. Transparency also used to be a thing, and I think transparency still is a thing. Um, Yoda, if I call someone a cocksucker, it's because I have a picture of a cock in their mouth. Um, I wouldn't call you that unless I had proof of it. Um, we can go back to the whole calling people pedos with no proof, calling people this with no proof. Shut the fuck up unless you have proof. Flat out. What's up, Patriot Defense? Long time no see. How are you? This is a surprise live, everybody. This wasn't expected. I was just like, you know what? I got 20 minutes to kill and I don't want to smoke another cigar. It's bad for my health. So let me rant for 20, 15 minutes and say hello to everybody. Um, yeah, so let's get back to feelings. I understand, people say things on here that hurt people's feelings, and you kind of have to look at the person saying it and ask yourself, should I really be affected by that? That's the first thing. And number two, never take a literally human natural disaster like a hurricane and benefit off it because this individual previously hurt your feelings. I think it's classless. I think it's disgusting. I think it's vile. I think the adult and the right human thing to do is, I think he's a cocksucker, but I hope he's well. Take the high road. You know, I think if you take the high road, everyone's feelings are being bruised, Tommy Larson. You know that. You know how that is. You've been around long enough. Um, Taking the high road is always the best thing, and I think in this community, taking the high road is so fucking hard to do. It's so fucking hard to do, and um, because your feelings were hurt over words on the internet, I'm gonna wish death upon someone. Listen to those lives. Listen to that. Listen to that sentence. Because my feelings were hurt, I wish death upon someone. Because my feelings are hurt, I hope someone dies in a hurricane. Because my feelings are hurt, I hope they disappear. I mean, come on. How fucking immature are you people? How immature are you cocksucking motherfuckers that because your feelings were hurt on the internet, you're going to wish death upon someone? How? How? How much sense does that make? How much sense does it make you motherfuckers in the chat watching this and supporting this and feeding into this fucking crazy bipolar retarded behavior, and you're all for it? You're hitting that like button, you're hitting that subscribe button because you can't wait to see what vile, disgusting thing this person says next. That's the problem. People like that are a part of the fucking problem. Supporting retardism, supporting mental health issues, supporting alcoholism. How many times do we see it? Oh my God, somebody's live and they're drunk. Oh, let's see what happens. It's that car accident mentality where you turn around and you look at everything because you want to see it, but eventually, do you feel bad? Do you feel dirty? Do you hop in the shower and take an extra shower? Do you? Because at the end of the day, if this was you stuck in a hurricane, would you be watching this? If this was your mother stuck in a hurricane, or your brother, or your girlfriend, would you be watching this and supporting a woman clearly with severe mental health issues? The only attention she gets is on the internet. And so, hey, I'm going to say the stupidest thing because guess what? My numbers are going up. My numbers are going up when I make fun of people. My numbers are going up when I make fun of a dead dog or a dead bird or a fake rape, or I make fun of someone potentially dying in a hurricane. And I don't give a fuck if anyone dies in that hurricane because my numbers are going up. I'm getting the views. What the fuck is wrong with you people? What the fuck is wrong with you people? My first live back after a month plus was going to be, you know what? Let's talk about Plattsville, Colorado. Let's talk about the fact that a piece of shit police officer arrested a woman on train tracks and left the car on the train tracks, and an officer and a train smashed into it. Let's talk about Kylie Rodney and all this shit that's happening with that. That should be, or should have been, me going live and putting the energy into it. And the people who've been here for longer than 2 years, they're fucking exhausted with this shit, man. They're either addicted balls deep or they're exhausted. It's one or the other. It's like a FOMO fucking morphine for them. They have to get that fixed. They have to see what some retard in a Section 8 home is going to say about someone, or they're going to have to say what some bipolar woman in Florida, who is she going to mock next? Who is she going to make fun of next? That's what people watch. That's what people view. I did a stream about a year and a half ago about drama versus education. What do you prefer? And you know what won? Drama, which is why nobody says this is the 1A community anymore. This is the drama community. This is the drama community. But how far are we going to take this? Yoda, I don't know what's in your strain of weed, my guy, but what the fuck? I didn't tell them to do that. Well, that's a factual statement. If he didn't go, I mean, I don't know how he could have told people to do things when he was in a hurricane. But then again, like I'm also going to stress that like I'm not in the know of everything, so I can't really dive into what the fuck he's saying because I don't know all about the story. I did get wind that he went to meet up with Huckleberry. I thought the guy was gay, so this all surprised the fuck out of me. You know, he went there and he's living there and he went there during a hurricane and all that shit. You know, I know all that. How far is too far? I mean, that's always the question. I mean, when you look at the track record of certain individuals when they're mocking dead birds and they're mocking dead dogs and they're mocking everything they're mocking and they still have a few thousand subs, I kind of point the question at you and say, why the fuck are you watching? Why the fuck are you subscribed to them? D-Band's back? D-Band is back? Family's doing great, AK. I miss you. Hope you're well. Send me a DM on Discord. I'll send you some pictures. Um, saying you abuse your dog. Well, I mean, clearly, if you don't abuse your dog, that's bullshit, and there's no proof. And everyone knows my animal advocacy, and abusing a dog was pretty fucking high up there for pieces of shits. If you abuse women, children, or animals, I think you're a piece of shit. I haven't seen any proof of you abusing any dogs, so I'm not gonna hit you with that. But then again, Yoda, I kind of throw the frisbee back at you and say, how are you going to react to it? Are you going to react by saying they abuse their children and they abuse their wife? Or are you just going to say, like, provide proof or shut the fuck up? And listen, I'm a hypocrite. I can't tell you how many times I went down that bad path. You know, I can't tell you how many times I fed into it and went live every time somebody hurt my feelings and harbored resentment towards people on the internet that I'll never fucking meet. That I'll never fucking meet. Yet it's bothering me so much and ruining my day, despite the fact that I'll have no contact with any of you people ever. Yet I got so affected by shit because you really don't see life heel grab. I love that name, by the way. I love that fucking name. I just can't wait until there's a face grappler. Only a few people know that reference. Shout out to them, Adu. Hopefully my microphone's good because I'm on my tablet in my car with the AC behind it. So um, I got a minute left. I'm gonna unplug and come back and wrap up. I can't go too long. I have a busy weekend. Busy, crazy weekend of work ahead. I'm pretty much doing sailor hours and going out and paying the bills and working like a dog, working my ass off. I might go that direction after 3 months. I mean, listen, man, I think you've been around a lot more than 3 months. I think you've seen how people like me and how others have reacted to bullshit. And you might not have been a fan of it. I think you should look at that and kind of learn from it and not do what others do. I think that's a better approach, Yoda. If I was you, you're a grown ass man. You can do what you want. Um, I think I'm in Fix's Discord still under Sancho. Hold on, guys. I have to unplug my car. Be right back, everybody. Everyone talks among themselves and behave and don't be cocksuckers. Because I shouldn't be calling you that without a picture of a cock in your mouth. I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. I'm back. You first. I don't know what that means. Like you first, like meaning learn from your mistakes and learn from your fuck ups. Fuck yeah, man. I've absolutely, you know, if you have the world able to see your craziness, it humbles you a little bit. It kind of makes you not want to do that again, Yoda. And I know you've been around long enough to kind of observe shit and not want to follow in with those footsteps. You know what I'm saying? I got you, man. But yeah, I mean, I think it's all about reaction. You know, how are you going to react? And I think there's lines, and I think there needs to be lines as a human being. And all these awards, guys, that's a low blow. That's fucking retarded. And honestly, that's not how things should be. Um, I think it's disgusting and vile what like people were saying about this hurricane. The limited clips that I got of Shelly and what Shelly was saying, it's that's Shelly being Shelly. And those who support and defend her, shame on you, because you're feeding into this retard to continually do what she does. And it's all about shock jock. Everybody wants to be the next Howard Stern. He's older now, right? So everyone wants to be the next Howard Stern. So let's say crazy things and get views. Listen, I have 17 people in here. I don't give a fuck how many people I have. It's the message that I have, and that's what's important. Not how many people watching. And I didn't even promote the shit. So, any questions before I head off? I got 4 minutes to go. My biggest thing is like, don't say anything you don't want anyone to say to you. And I think that's really important to be like, you know what, man, this shit's, in my rescue work, I did hurricane, like, like drives 3 years in a row. I went to Florida once, I went to North Carolina once. I know I was on the ground in North Carolina after their hurricane, and I know how much those people lost. And I think being there for those who have suffered in this is important. Tap into the humanity side. You don't have to donate $1 to them. Be nice to them. Send them a nice email or a text message. Let them know you're thinking about them. That that means the world to these people who have lost everything. And until you have been in their shoes and have lost everything, who the fuck are you to judge? Who the fuck are you to, you know, you know, be on a fucking pedestal and judge people because they've lost everything when you're sitting in your comfortable dry house? Come on now. Oh my God, someone actually just made face grappler. Don't say that. I can't time that out. Can I time that out? Guy, all right, a face grappler. Can you not do that? All right, that's my warning. He made that account because of me, so I'm kind of, like honored by that, but don't do that anymore. Or I'm gonna have the mods time you up. Because clearly that's not me. I haven't seen proof of it, and until I see proof of that shit, um, thank you, Face Grapple. I love that fucking wrestling theme. Seriously, and that's the beautiful thing about having like a son is like you can get him into wrestling like down the road and GI Joe and all the shit that you were into like when you were a kid. It's wicked cool. It's fucking exciting. Can't wait. Halloween is going to be essentially a photo shoot. I could easily go out and get a whole bunch of free candy carrying my kid, but I'm gonna do that next year. I gotta work on my pregnancy weight. I love that joke. All right. Any questions you guys have before I head off? Kylie Rodney case. Let me dive into that real quick. There's a lot of twists and turns on the Kylie Rodney case. If you guys have YouTube it, it is a plethora of the channels at the channels. The stuff I have been following on YouTube has been the Kylie Rodney case, and it is there's a lot of things that don't add up with the Kylie Rodney case. There's a lot of theories of law enforcement searching that area like they have no vehicle, and then a week later magically there's a vehicle. How could that happen? Was the vehicle placed there after the fact? Why was the vehicle upside down underwater and only 14 feet of water? Why didn't the people who took the vehicle out of the water handle it with the respect and care that it should have? Why did a random like YouTuber randomly find a laptop and belongings underwater? There's so many questions that I have that we're gonna break this into multiple parts. I'm probably gonna do it once a week. Would it do D-Ban? D-Ban and I have butt heads a couple times a while ago, but I haven't seen her in a bit to harbor any resentment to her. I hope she's doing well. But I didn't know she was back, nor do I know what or anything that she did. or if she did a Shelly like rant. Shelly's really the only one that I heard. And listen, like tonic or not, like tonic is an acquired taste. Never wish death upon somebody. Never wish death upon somebody because they're a retard on the internet or they do disgust. I mean, that shit's gonna hit you tenfold with karma. How'd you feel if somebody wished death upon your mother? How'd you feel if somebody, you know what I'm saying? I mean, you kind of have to have a mirror, and you also got to realize when you point yourself, you got 10 fucking fingers pointing back at you. All right, Kylie Rodney case will be my next live. Stay tuned for that. Any last words anybody has to have? Um, People, get your shit together. Get your shit together and get a fucking mirror and realize and understand what you support reflects upon you. I'll never say, hey, don't go here. I witnessed it firsthand with News New England with all the vile shit he was doing. People were still hanging out with him. 4 fingers or 5 fingers? No, if you point, it's 4 pointing back at you. I don't have 6 fingers unlike you, good, face grappler. But I think this should be like a stable of grapplers, like Mr. Wrestler number 1, Mr. Wrestler number 2, face grappler 1, face grappler 2, and then they show up. Is it 3 fingers? Yeah, man. I'm sorry, I fucked that up. Good. That's why I have you here. But it'd be like a whole stable of people. Bunch of two-faced fraudsters in this community. Again, I don't know what people think, what fraudulent thing people have had happen. I've had dudes on here try to tell me to rape them. You're right about that. That's why I have you here, Faith. That's why I didn't time you out, because I knew you were going to make me look good. That's what people say. Well, what lengths are you going to go to when nobody can punch you in your mouth? I asked that question. And I'm somebody who pulled up on somebody, wanted to fight somebody, and they no-showed. So I know what it's like to get really into the feels. I do. And I'm not trying to be a hypocrite. I'm trying to let everyone know, learn from my retardation, learn from my mistakes, learn from what I went through. I mean, my welcome into the community was being called a child molester, and then a stalker and a fraud. I mean, I've been called everything in the book. And when I came back last year, everyone thought I was coming raging for Andrew and everybody. And I just, you know what, man, there's other things in life that are more important. And I think rebuilding yourself and becoming a better human every day. And, now this shit is a big thing for me. So big learning experience. Sancho's mature, but I will call someone a motherfucking cunt if I have to. Authority check, you motherfucking cunt. That felt good. I did see one stream of authority check. I had to restart my phone fucking twice. I thought there was some like Deadpool cartoon shit hack on my phone. It was his motherfucking stream. He's got like a overlay fancy shit. Good on you, man. I thought something hacked my fucking phone. Shows you how high I was that night. But yeah, so everybody, I mean, it's corny and it's cheesy to say be kind. Treat people how you want to be treated. I just don't think anybody deserves death wished upon them. And check yourself before you wreck yourself, because everyone's going to have a reckoning. And do you want to go to heaven or do you want to go to hell? Keep doing vile, disgusting things, you're going to burn in hell. Flat out. There's my rant. I found out if it locks, I have to unlock my car 3 times to unlock the charger door port. It's crazy. Big shout out to Electrify America. I'm not high at all right now, actually. I'm not high at all. I'm just exhausted. I'm just tired. I'm just a dad who worked till 2 a.m. and was up till 4 a.m. feeding my son. That's all. But all right, everybody. Be nice to each other. Be kind to each other. And do your best to be a better human being, and don't be a bitch ass coward who can say things behind a keyboard because you'll never be punched in the mouth. That's all. So you have 30 people here. Thank you all. I don't know when I'll be back. I'm probably going to come back next week. You're going to ban me. Like, why would I ban you, Trump said? I think you're a good dude. I don't know otherwise. Prove me wrong if you're a dickhead, Trump said. Go ahead, but I don't think you're a dickhead. Um, but yeah, um, Kylie Rodney case is coming up next week. We're gonna start off with that. ICP, you're not as good looking as me. I will tell you that right now. Um, don't make me cam up, motherfucker. You might have that silver fox look, man. Don't get me excited on that shit. Silver fox. All right, Kylie Rodney case starting next week, middle of the week, probably. Thank you, ICP. I appreciate you. Much love to you. Hope you're well. Kylie Rodney case will be starting next week. Yes, I have, and I am taking. I'm not saying I'm leaving the community or anything like that, guys, but I'm sick of the bullshit. I'm sick of the never-ending roller coaster of this community. I think you guys get bored very easily, and you pick a new victim. Flat out, I you get bored. StreamYard. I mean, let me just do a little quick thing. Like StreamYard. When StreamYard was born, um, it essentially was their answer to COVID. Like Google Hangouts went down, StreamYard came out, and people got lonely. People were bored because they couldn't go outside, and they couldn't open the door and enjoy life. Guys, COVID is not gone. There's still 400 people a day dying from it, but get the fuck outside. Get some fresh air. Air those titties out, Binks. I mean, Jesus, people. Enjoy life. Get out there and enjoy human interaction. Go out and, like go to a bar and try to meet a girl and fuck them the first night. Don't worry about internet fucking pussy. The fuck? Seriously. Now I'm at 27 minutes, and I know people always say, hey, you say you're going to go on for one time and you go. Yeah, I know I'm going a little bit longer, but I just want to stress that we're no longer in the pandemic where everything is completely shut down. You guys can go to a bar, you can go to a strip club, you can have people over for Monday Night Football or Friday fucking like Friday Night Frisky Fest or some shit that Binks has on Friday nights. Go out and enjoy life. Don't be so wrapped up in chats and seeing what everyone's thinking and worrying about what everybody thinks when you don't know who the fuck these people really are. Flat out. Can I just continue accepting people for what they are? I mean, you can absolutely accept people for who they are and just be aware that not everyone is who they say they are, and that donating and sharing and telling the world about, oh my God, this person just said the N-word, or oh my God, this person is drunk, or oh my God, this person's manic because they don't have this or they don't have that. That's, pushing these people into their sickness more because they look at their numbers and they're like, oh my God, I got 75 people in here and I'm yelling at Nevaeh and I'm calling her really mad names. And if I keep doing it, I might get 80 people in it. And I think that really fucks things up, honestly. But all right, yeah. Can we time that? What the fuck is that? What the fuck is that? Do I know how to time that? Yeah, we're gonna. That shit's creepy. If one of the mods can time that out, I appreciate it. That's some creepy shit, man. I just don't know why that's so fucking. People have enough time in their schedule to create sock accounts to appear and shame people. I did. I dropped the N-word. Sorry, guys. If anyone was offended by me dropping the N-word that I didn't know I dropped, I do apologize. But I called Joe Cool to come on here to be with me to make sure that I didn't drop the N-word. So I do apologize if I did. I know I'm going to get a phone call from Joe. What the fuck? Just remember, everybody, Joe Cool got catfished by a white dude.